Whoa, 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 whoa. Man, Keith one-time Thurman edges out the majority decision against Jotacito Lopez. And damn, what a fight. Damn, what a fight. Man, Keith Thurman knocking off the ring rust out of the ring 22 months. And damn if it did not show. It showed in every aspect of this fight. Jotacito Lopez brought some noise tonight, man. Keith one-time Thurman basically backtracking a lot of portions of the fight, lowering Jotacito Lopez into a lot of traps, into a lot of punches. Man, oh man. This is the definition of ring rust. This is the definition of ring rust. Capadonna, what's up? Yo, what's up? Amy Ramos, what's up? No, this is the definition of ring rust right here, man. 22 months out the ring, and this is what it shows. Keith one-time Thurman, Jotacito Lopez put in a hell of a performance, man. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, he fought his ass off. The dude just kept coming forward the entire fight. He was walking into punches, and the thing that I left impressed with most importantly is the fact that he was taking Keith Thurman punches. Combinations after combinations, light lit up in the building. Combinations after combinations he was eating from Thurman, and Jotacito Lopez was walking through them shits. I mean, walking through them shits like it wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? He did take a knockdown, but yo, man, I mean, it's clear that Keith Thurman, who was backpedaling most of the fight, the reason he couldn't stop Jotacito Lopez tonight was because he wasn't sitting down on his punches. Wasn't sitting down on them punches, dog. I don't know what the hell they fed Jotacito Lopez. What the hell did Big G and Robert Garcia give Jotacito Lopez for this fight? Because this dude was coming forward non-stop. Non-stop. I got to admit, man, them body punches in the later rounds, by Jotacito Lopez was gorgeous, man. They was landing on Keith. Keith got caught a couple times throughout of this fight. A couple times. Like lit up, say snack. Yo, man, I mean, whatever snack gave for Jotacito Lopez, it's working, bruh. I know Mikey got to be sitting back like, is that going to work like that for me? Goodness gracious. I mean, Thurman got real sloppy at the end, G. He got real sloppy at the end. He took some punches on the chin. He took a lot of shots on the body. But don't get me twisted, man, because, I mean, Thurman did a lot of impressive stuff in here tonight himself. And the number one thing you're going to walk away with and say that Thurman did good was the combination punching. I mean, though Jotacito Lopez was landing his, big shots or whatever, Keith Thurman was landing combinations. I mean, he was landing 3-4 punch combinations on Jotacito tonight. I mean, he had to play Matador. Each and every fight, you're not going to always be the aggressor. You got to play Matador. But god damn, if Jotacito Lopez ain't eat his Wheaties for this fucking fight, bruh. But let's keep it a buck. Does Earl Spence Jr. beat this version of Keith Thurman? My thing is this, man. You can't judge stuff like that off of a person's first fight back. The dude's first fight back. You got to give him his tune-up. He coming off surgery. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what do you expect? I mean, you can't always expect a primetime performance off a dude that's coming off surgery and been out of the ring 22 months. I mean, the dude was, you got to give him that. I'm impressed that he went 12 rounds, and he did throw a hell of a lot of punches in this fight. A hell of a lot of punches. Landed a hell of a lot of leather on Jotacito Lopez. But I'm going to tell you right now, Slim, Thurman better get it together and get it together fast, because if he even thinking about Earl Spence Jr., a fighter who just knows to not only go to the body, but throws combinations to the body, it could be serious. It could be serious. Thurman need to stay away from Spence and Crawford until 2020 or 2021. He lost some sauce. I mean, dog, it's ring rust, man. Ring rust. I mean, he won this fight. To me, he won it convincingly. Don't get me wrong. But, dog, he took a hell of a lot of shots in the later end of this fight. And he also shows some signs of fading. And, that's going to be that's been a criticism on Keith sometimes in the past. He fades towards the end of fights. We seen him fading on Porter. We seen him retreating from Danny in the last portion of their fight. That's something that you got to remember, man. Keith has been showing us that in later portions of fights, he sometimes starts to fade. Real shit. Real shit. Jamie said, what's up, Jamie? Your boy sucks, fam. YouTube is playing with us tonight, y'all. But, hey, this is first fight back, though, bruh. How you going to jump out there and say Spence going to do this and Spence going to do that? Can we give him 2 fights? Why is you two playing with me like that tonight? I mean, I don't understand. You say, so what? So what? So you telling me if Earl Spence Jr. sat out of the ring for 22 months, he gonna come back looking like the same Earl Spence Jr. that left? Nah, man, I ain't buying that one, cuz. I ain't buying that one. It wasn't the best comeback from Keith. It wasn't the best comeback, but, you know, he did take a lot of shots. Don't get me wrong. He took a lot of shots, but he did give out a lot of stuff, too. I mean, he gave out combination punches. He was evasive. You know, his footwork, he didn't, you know, he did start to slow down in the second half of the fight, but though he gave out his fair share of shots, too. The only thing that people got to understand, maybe the power wasn't it. The power to me tonight, I don't know where Keith Thurman's power is at, man. But he ain't been stopping people. He ain't been one time. The power, but that's mainly because he's not sitting down on his punches. I can't have Thurman allowing Lopez to look like a real contender like he was tonight. I don't care how long your boy was off. Nah, it matters, though, like lit up. It matters. We can't, when you sit out the ring this long, it matters. Off surgery at that, it matters. Anybody who don't believe that, oh, you know, he's just supposed to, that's just like if you ain't never, if you play basketball and you ain't shot a basketball in 22 months and they expect you to shoot 100% from the free throw line. It ain't going to happen, bruh. Hashman say Thurman is finished. Oh, y'all kidding? Yeah, Thurman is finished. Man, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping, man. Thurman dominated the fight. He knocked down Josecito Lopez. All that, even though Josecito Lopez had his fair share of success, he didn't knock down Thurman. He may have hurt him here and there, but he didn't knock down Thurman not one time. You know what I'm saying? Thurman did still have the boxing IQ and the boxing mind to know when to get the hell out of trouble. Yo, man, y'all can't just always look at it like, oh, this dude's supposed to just all of a sudden just dominated this dude. Let me tell you, for everybody who out there saying, well, Earl Spence would have stopped Josecito Lopez, he probably would, but Earl Spence is an active fighter. He fighting, you know, he fighting twice a year. He ain't taking time off. He is not finished, but he needs at least a couple more soft touches. He does need a couple more soft touches, and that's respectable. That's respectable. We seen Tyson Fury after his long layoff. Did he jump immediately in the ring with Deontay Wilder? Nah, he came back like a blimp, and he took on soft touches to get ready for this fight. When Muhammad Ali took time out of boxing, what did he do before he got in there with Joe Frazier? He took soft touches before he got in there with Joe Frazier. Come on, y'all. Yeah, I mean, we acting like we don't know what's going on in boxing. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Hey, what's up, Jaquavius? What's up with you? Yeah, we acting like we don't understand this. Thurman needs to look back at this fight and learn from his mistakes to prepare him. That's it. And I'm expecting him to get better from here on out. But let's be real. I mean, of course, if he would have came back tonight and fought at Earl Spence Jr. or Terrence Crawford, of course he would have lost. Yeah, of course he would have lost. But, I mean, can you come back and talk to me in 2 or 3 fights, and then you come back and tell me, well, yeah, well, Thurman looking like he getting more shot. Thurman looked like he getting more shot. He looked real good. He just wasn't looking his best. Nah, I mean, I wasn't expecting him to look his best. I was expecting to see signs of ring rust. But let's not forget, once again, combination punching. He did knock Josecito Lopez down. Josecito was fighting like his life, his career depending on it. He had the good Victor Conte snacks up in this joint. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. He was supposed to. He wasn't too sure about fighting Pacquiao. I mean, like, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Keith better sit out Pacquiao next fight. Real shit. Thurman beats Pacquiao. Stop tripping. Yeah, he may beat Pacquiao after a few tuna. Dog, like, any elite fighter right now can easily take advantage of Keith Thurman. Come on, y'all. Y'all got it, man. Come on, man. Y'all got to understand what's going on in this sport, man. For real. Y'all can't just sit back and go off the first performance. A dude coming off surgery, off of multiple injuries. A dude been out of the ring for 22 months and saying, oh, yeah, well, you know, he's a bum, and he lost this, he lost that. We don't know what he lost right now. All we know is he just getting back. Thurman looked ugly. He was talking all that trash, though, man. Plus, he is a great fighter. I expected more. I ain't even going back. All right, well, I mean, my thing is this. Then how did you score the fight? How did you score the fight? Because the way I looked at it tonight, I seen about 8 rounds to 4. You know what I mean? I seen at least 8 rounds to 4 with 1 round having a knockdown in it. No, that's a pretty much dominating performance in the whole totality of things. 9-3. That's a dominating performance. 9-3. That's a dominating performance. So we supposed to say that Keith one-time Thurman being out of the ring 22 months ain't supposed to lose 3 rounds? Ain't supposed to lose 4 rounds? Ain't supposed to lose 2 rounds? Oh, that'd be just, come on, bro. I gave 7 at 8 to 10 rounds to Lopez. You gave Lopez an 8 to 10 round? I ain't see that. I seen him have some good successes in the fight, but I ain't see no 8 to 10 rounds for Lopez, bro. But that body work, man. Oh, that body work. But you know one thing I got to give Keith. He took a lot of hard shots to the body tonight, and he didn't go down. He didn't go down, bruh. Slim, Thurman has always said he need 2 tune-ups. Thank you, bruh. That's all I'm saying, man. Like, we being unrealistic if we supposed to sit back and think that Keith Thurman supposed to come back after 20-something months and just look like this the Keith Thurman that left. 6 rounds. No, I ain't see 6 rounds for Jodecito. I didn't see it. And most of the rounds that I gave for Jodecito Lopez came towards the end of the fight. I mean, I got to admit, Thurman was doing a lot of retreating in the last part of the fight. That's just being 100. He was doing a lot of retreating. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, so fucking what? What the hell y'all expect? So the hell what? What you expect? What you expect? This dude been taking hard shots. And then on top of that, Thurman got to be sitting back looking at, damn, I'm hitting this dude with 4-punch combinations. 4-punch combinations. And this dude ain't going down. He coming to bring his best tonight. And I've been out of the ring 20-something months. Come on, bruh. Once upon a time, he had KO power. I think it's KO power's mission because he's retreating too much. I mean, he got to stand there and trade sometime. If he's not sitting down on them punches, dog, it's like, dog, he's not getting that full power that he needs. He's not bringing that shit from his legs, man. You have to do this every Saturday, all day. We could do this all day, all day. My thing is, man, I'm telling y'all, bro, like Keith Thurman, man, come back to me after the second, third fight. If he chooses to go and face Showtime Sean Porter next, dog, that's gonna be a heavy task for him. The saying to Keith Thurman that I seen in there tonight, I will admit, if he chooses to go and face Showtime Sean Porter in this next fight, like he said he was going to do, dog, he got a heavy task in front of him. Because Sean Porter, man, not only is he a relentless guy, he's the same as Jodecito Lopez was tonight. He's going to keep coming. He's going to keep bringing the noise. The only difference is he may be a level above Jodecito Lopez. Lennox said it was best Thurman was doing he is supposed to do, throwing those 4-punch combinations and moving. Exactly. Jodecito was big as shit in there tonight, bro. He was coming forward. He had a full head of steam. He had a lot of confidence knowing that I can take this dude punches. I'm just going to keep on coming, keep on coming, keep on coming. And the thing is, Jodecito was swinging wildly. My thing, if he would have actually timed a lot of those shots a little better on the counter punching, like when Thurman was kind of pawing him with the jab, and if Jodecito would have been countering with the left hands to the body, it would have been something different. The difference was he was hitting Thurman as Thurman was retreating, not as Thurman was punching. Like, we didn't see a lot of counter shots, you know what I'm saying? My hair all over the place, man. And that's the deal, dog. Like, that's the deal. And I think that if Jodecito would have timed some of his counter shots a little bit better, he may even would have hurt Thurman even worse than we saw. I don't deny that. I don't deny that. But this, dog, looking at this performance tonight, don't expect me to come down hard on Keith. I'm not going to do it, bro. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to say tonight, today's Keith one-time Thurman, no, should not be in the ring with no Earl Spence Jr. Absolutely not. Now, 2 or 3 fights from now, come holler at me. Come holler at me. Jeff Horn with KO Thurman. Jeff Horn with, man, it's a lot of people in boxing that make KO Thurman tonight, today. Will they KO Thurman in 6 months? Will they KO Thurman after his next fight? Oh, come on, bro. Like, I'm being realistic, man. I was having my eye close on Thurman. I was very impressed with Keith Thurman from rounds 1 through 6. From rounds 1 through 6, Thurman was fighting a beautiful fight. Now, from rounds 6 to 12, Thurman started to show little holes. Thurman started to fade a little bit. He was being reluctant to the body, and most importantly, his power wasn't translating as well. But that's what happens when you sit out the ring for so long. Thurman looked good for 2 years off with injuries. Thank you, country boy. I couldn't even say it no better. For being out of the ring as long as he have, and for going through surgeries and all of this other shit, I thought he looked good. 12 rounds worked good for Thurman to get that ring rust off. It does. But I'm telling you, man, Thurman need to work on that fading shit, bro. Like, he been fading in fights, and that's just that's keeping it 100. There's been fight. He faded against Porter. He faded against Danny, and he was an active fighter during that time. And tonight we seen signs of fading also. That's something to be concerned about, man. And Thurman is never, like, in bad shape. You know what I mean? He's never in bad shape. It's just, I don't know, man. Maybe them body shots started to add up on him towards the end, but he almost started to fade, bro. Spence eats him up by cutting off the ring. And only Thurman. Yeah, tonight he does. Tonight he does. I will say that. Thurman runs too much. And see, if Thurman was the face of Earl Spence Jr., retreating, and it's just, I don't know, bro. It's going to be points of that fight where you're going to have to stand and fight him. You're going to have to stand and fight him. You think Thurman on his toes trying to counter has a chance against Earl? Not for 12 rounds. Not for 12 rounds. Earl going to catch him. My thing is, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he goes up against Earl, he cannot retreat for 12 straight rounds. He just can't. There's going to be portions of that fight where he's going to have to stand and make Earl pay. And he's going to have to trade. And if Thurman's going to get the real power that he needs to get to make these dudes cautious, he's going to have to stand and trade sometimes. Good fight tonight. Pac-Man will be easy. Bradley come back. Call out Thurman. Man, Bradley comes to. Bradley need to stay where he at. I'm still a Thurman fan, Holmes. Spence fans just cherry picking at Keith right now. That's all. So y'all Spence fans out there, y'all just looking for every little thing to just wide open, just to blow it up. Oh yeah, oh Earl will stop him. Oh look at all them body shots that Josecito Lopez. If that was Earl, oh he would have dropped. Yeah, they looking for any little thing. I'm expecting the Spence fans to go crazy over this performance tonight. I'm already expecting it. So my Thurman fans out there, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, son. Expect for the Spence fans to go ape shit over this performance tonight. Oh, man. Shout out to the homie Black Fight Fan TV. But I'm expecting Black Fight Fan TV to go all the way in. You hear me, though? I'm capable. Oh, he going to do this to that dude. He going to do that. Hey, bruh, the man been out of the ring for how long, though, son? Spence hasn't fought any top welter. Spence sucks. Man, yeah, Spence. My thing is, man, like I said, let Spence sit out of the ring this long and step in there with an opponent and see what happens. Josecito Lopez, I mean, he was gearing up for this fight. He been putting a lot of heavy training with this fight. He brought in Big G, you know what I'm saying? He ride high with Robert Garcia and them. But I tell you, man, they ain't add nothing new to his game. It just seemed like his conditioning and his ability to take a punch was better tonight. But I ain't see nothing like no layers added to Josecito Lopez's game. He came forward, he took punches, and he gave out punches, period. You know what I'm saying? Pac-Man would have stopped him today. Would have let him off the hook like Lopez. Yeah, Pac, we don't know, man. We don't know. Pac-Man probably would have gave a better effort. I ain't saying nobody elite at welter. It ain't just Pac-Man. I don't know, man. A lot of people tonight who's elite at welterweight might would have got up in my man business tonight. People saying Spence sucks are trolling without a doubt. Spence don't suck. Spence don't suck. It ain't about Spence sucking. He don't suck by far. Hell of a dynamic fighter. And tonight, absolutely, he probably would have beat Keith one-time Thurman. But let's not act like there ain't no reason for that. Come on, bruh. And he hit Bronner a lot. Yeah, he hit Bronner a lot, but he hit Bronner with a lot of pity pack punches too. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. No other welterweight is taking a fight of Lopez caliber after 22 months layoff. That's what I'm talking about, dog. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. I love to see people coming back and saying, well, I'm going to take on Josecito Lopez first fight after a 22-month layoff. Anybody who expected for an in-prime Keith Thurman after being out of the ring for as long as he is don't know shit about boxing. I'm sorry. One time lost his power. Champion Killer X. What's up with you? I mean, look, man. Like I said before, one time better find that power. One time better find that power. The only reason I think that one time power is not looking so solid is because he's overall retreating. And it's like, you know, when he's standing and trading, he's so weary of the body work that's coming back, but he ain't putting his all into him. I mean, but he throwing he thought he connected on this dude. I swear I seen a couple times where he connected for 4 punch combinations. Not 1, not 2, not 3. He connected on 4 punch combinations after being out of the ring for 22 months. Damn, dog, that's a hell of an achievement, man. He look good, bro. Yo, Thurman, last KO. Yeah, it was a long time ago. You're right. I have to rewatch the fight. Looked like he hurt his hand. I hope not light it up. I ain't trying to hear that talk right there. That's what I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear nothing about no Keith Thurman hurt nothing. I want Keith Thurman to stay consistent. If Keith Thurman going to be back to the one time we remember, he must stay consistent, especially with the caliber of fighters that are at welterweight right now. You know, Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence Jr., even Showtime Sean Porter, to beat fighters of this magnitude, you must be a consistent fighter. You cannot take these long layoffs and jump in the ring with these caliber of fighters, bruh. Real shit, man. Gary Biston, man. What's up with you, man? I appreciate the donation. Thurman needs another tune-up. Porter would beat him right now. He did a lot of good things, but I'm concerned. Hold on. He did a lot of good things, but I'm concerned about Thurman's power. He will need it soon. I agree, Gary. I agree with you, man. He definitely needs to find his power. And the only way that he is going to find his power, unfortunately, he's going to have to stand and fight sometimes. The retreating, fighting off the back foot. He's not swinging from his legs. You know what I'm saying? And he's not getting that full power that he needs to stop these dudes. And he's too wary of the counterpunching. Crawford knocks him out in 8. Shh, tonight he would. Thurman's fight. Yeah. Damn, this show moving fast. Pac and Keith will happen. Keith said he will fight him in the Philippines. Pac wants to have a fight in the Philippines for so long. Yeah, Keith might want to fight Pacquiao, man. I mean, that's a legacy fight for him or whatever. But that ain't my first desire. My first desire for Keith Thurman is to, for one, come back, get his spat back. You know what I mean? I'm not concerned about him getting his belt back. I'm concerned about him getting his spat back. There's a difference. Meaning that you got fighters like Earl Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford running around thinking they number one at welterweight. Well, he needs to go ahead and shut that noise down. That's what I want to see first. Thurman done. I think not, champion. Thurman done after you seeing him being off for 22 months and he coming back and he beating a fighter 9-3 and he's done. That makes zero sense. That makes no sense to me. I guarantee you, one more time, folks, please tell me in the chat, and I will be looking for it. Tell me, what do y'all see the score on this as far as rounds are concerned? 9-3, 8-4. If I see a bunch of 9-3s, if I see a bunch of 8-4s, I don't want to hear nothing about no Thurman being done. What did y'all see? I had it 8-4. What did y'all see? Please let me know. Thurman versus Broner is a glorified tune-up. That's it, and that's all. He the crush, bro. I think Josecito Lopez put in a better performance than Broner could ever do. 7-5. 9-3. I'm seeing 8-8. Hector, are you tripping? 8-8. Are you serious? He said himself he'll take number 3. Get out of here. Orlando, what's up with your fam? I agree. Let's get those fights going. Fuck promoters. I agree 100%. Let's get those fights going. 6-6 or 7-5, 9-3, 8-4. I'm looking at y'all scores, man. I'm saying, dog, like that doesn't look like a fighter that's done. After 22 months, beating people 9-3. There's another one, 9-3. Light lit up, 7-5. Come on, light lit up. Seriously though, Country Boy 706, 9-3. Dog, that doesn't look like a fighter that's done. 7-5. 22 months off, and this is the scores that he's coming. Look, I'm looking at y'all scores. He's dominated this fight. It's just that we was expecting for Keith Thurman to magically come back after 22 months and not get touched, not lose a round, to stop Josecito Lopez in his tracks, knock him out in the first round, right? Fuck out of here, man. Come on. He almost got KO, bro. Look, he did get hurt, homie. I don't know about KO. He did get hurt. He was taking some serious body punches, dog. 9-3, easy. But at the end of the day, what do you expect? Lopez was putting in work. He hurt Thurman, bro. Had him look. I agree. He hurt Thurman. He did hurt Thurman tonight. I'm not denying that. But did Thurman go down? Did Thurman go down at any portions of this fight? Lopez went down. He got knocked down by a fighter that was out for 22 months. Thurman did not go down. What is that telling you? What is that telling you? Thurman also got hurt by Luis Collazo. He admitted that himself. This is boxing. You know what I'm saying? Come on. We have to see the next fight. A man who's speaking sense right there. P. Newell speaking clear sense. We must see the next fight. If y'all want to throw all of these criticisms on Keith Thurman, and after he's got 2-3 fights back, and y'all saying, well, this dude ain't looking like this, and this dude ain't looking like that, I'm gonna be with y'all. I'm gonna be saying, look, man, dog, there's no excuse now. Lopez is trash, but Lopez was motivated as hell tonight, bro. He had Robbie I got to, hats off to Big G and that Robbie Garcia Boxing Academy, dog. They had that man ready tonight. He had the snacks, the Victor Conte snacks. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, dog. Everybody who been working out with Victor been in tip-top condition, been putting in fucking steam in fights, bro. I gotta admit, these Victor Conte. I know I'm expecting Daniel Jacobs when he get in there with Canelo. He better link up with Victor, bro, because the fighters who fucking with Victor, they coming in looking like they looking in tip-top. I ain't see no signs of slowing down from Josecito Lopez tonight. Lopez had a dope fight with McDonough before the KO. He had a dope fight with McDonough. He had a dope fight with Andre Berto. Lopez has always been a fighter that gave a lot of fighters problems. And these are active fighters. You know what I'm saying? But dog, like Thurman beat him tonight, to me, convincingly, being out of the ring 22 months, and he didn't, you know what I'm saying? He beat this dude. 9-3 Thurman. Jonathan Fox, what's up with you? Good fight, though. Thurman versus Porter 2 next. And that's what, I mean, dog, I don't know, man. I mean, do we honestly think that Keith Thurman should jump right in there with Porter? Now, as a fight fan, as a boxing fan, I mean, sure, I want to see the fight. I want to see good fights. But I'm just saying, that was a good fight. Lopez came to fight. He did, Orlando. He came to fight tonight, bro. But I just want to know that, is it a smart idea for Keith Thurman after this performance to immediately jump in there with Showtime Sean Porter? Let's remember, he is the WBC champion emeritus, meaning that he can pull that, he can push that button anytime he wants. It doesn't necessarily have to be next. Country Boy says, no, hell no. I mean, tonight's performance, I mean, shit. I don't know, bruh. I mean, I don't know, but he talked his way into this shit. That's the thing. He been talking up Porter so much. Oh, I'm gonna come back for my belt. I'm gonna do this. He might got to see Porter. It would look bad on Keith if he even backed out of the Porter fight, especially when we all want to see him hurry up and get the Earl Spence or Terrence Crawford. It might look bad on him if he pull out. Thurman versus Bronner makes some sense since both just finished fighting. I don't want to see AB on this level right now. AB got to earn this level to me again. I'm sorry. You could say Thurman versus Collazo. You could say Thurman versus Kell Brook. Thurman versus Kell Brook would be good. I like that fight. Thurman made Lopez look like Duran. Man, Lopez ate a zillion and one shots tonight, though. Why ain't nobody talking about that? When is somebody going to sit back and say that? I haven't seen one comment come across my screen yet that say that, damn, Hotacito Lopez ate 4-punch combinations. Damn, Hotacito Lopez was eating punches all night. Head movement looked like shit. All I'm seeing is people saying that the 2 or 3 or 4 rounds that he had some good success in, and given the fact that Thurman was retreating most of the fight, oh, Thurman didn't look good. Oh, Thurman didn't do this. I haven't seen one comment that say, God damn, Keith Thurman was throwing combination punches. What is the good shit that y'all seen from Keith tonight? I ain't seen one person mention shit. Both of them was eating punches. Punch sandwiches up in that joint, light lit up. I'm just waiting on one person to please tell me. Jose took 4 pieces but didn't get dropped. Okay, I give you that. He took 4, but he took them over and over and over and over again. If it wasn't 4, it was 3. If it wasn't 3, it was 4. If it wasn't 4, it was 5. The fact is he was eating punches. He was eating a hell of a lot of punches, light-skinned back. Yeah, they shitting on the light-skinned brothers, man. They shitting on us out here. Man, Keith is representing heavy for the light-skinned brothers. You hear me? Fuck what you talk about. You know what I mean? Keith had a great footwork tonight. No one is seeing that, though. But you know what, Amy? Shout out to you. Because see how you looked at it from the glass half full, saying Keith had good footwork. Everybody else out there like, oh, Keith was running. Keith was running. What the hell else is he supposed to do against a dude built like a tank tonight, coming forward? Look, his punches ain't hurting the dude. What he supposed to do? I wanted him to, like I said, in order for him to officially hurt the dude, he had to stand down on some of them punches. That's how he even knocked him down. He stood down on that punch. Respected Thurman. What you say? Respected Thurman for stand down and finishing strong. I told people Lopez was a good tune-up. Keith got rushed off, went through adversity, and went rounds. Thank Monty Brown TV in the building. That's my main man. What's up with you, man? Thank you very much. That's all I'm saying, bro. You are looking at the glass half full. You ain't one that's just coming on here looking at just, oh, he ran. Oh, you looking at it as a true boxing fan, bro. Good, man. That's my man right there. You will be a great reporter. For some reason, I'm actually entertained. I appreciate that, Pedro. All day in the paint. All day. I appreciate you. Bro, I mean, that's how you got to look at it. You can't just automatically just pick the little things that you can find after a fighter that's been out of the ring for so long and sit back and say, oh, he looked terrible. Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. I will be here to proudly admit, as a boxing fan, tonight, yes, Earl Spence Jr. would have beaten Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman has been out of the ring for so long. But I don't believe tonight that we've seen the best of Keith Thurman, nor a Keith Thurman that's ready, that's Keith Thurman. You know what I mean? The last video that I did, the title was Keith Thurman Returns, but is he back? There's a difference. That's the difference in the definition. He may be returned. He may have came back to the sport, but is he the same? That's the golden question. You know what I mean? Thurman big mouth is what called people to bash him. Thurman's supposed to talk that talk, bro. He's a fighter, and he's the #1 fighter at the weight class. He is not supposed to be there not talking about nothing, like just being all soft about it. He's supposed to talk that talk. And most importantly, he won us all over by talking that talk. Shit. Thurman versus Lopez 2020. Get out of here, man. You lunch it. You lunch it. Great fight. Yeah, great fight, man. I was thoroughly entertained by Keith Thurman tonight. Most importantly, I can't say that I was overly impressed, but I will say that I don't think he fought a bad fight. Did he get caught? Yes. Was he retreating? Yes. Did he start to fade? Yes. But he also dominated this fight. He looked like he never left for the first 5 rounds. The first 5 rounds, he was looking sweet. He was looking solid. You know what I mean? No doubt about it. He was solid. But once again, he started to fade. But I'm telling y'all, man, and I'm going to be looking at this for future fights for Keith Thurman, and I keep saying this again, if Keith Thurman continues to fade in fights, that's going to be something that we just got to keep it 100 about. Wendell Vaughn in the building. What's up, fam? I mean, that's something that we just got to keep an eye on because he did fade against Porter and he did fade against Danny. You know what I mean? It's something that we may need to be concerned about. He wins so good early. He wins those first 8 rounds so nice where we kind of take our eye off that, man. I got to admit, this was embarrassing for Keith. Real talk. This wasn't embarrassing for Keith, bro. This wasn't embarrassing for Keith. The man won the fight by most people's saying 9-3. How is that embarrassing for Keith Thurman? Every Dillis Raymond said, I just subbed, bro. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. I know this fight just ended, but I want to hear your thoughts on Mikey and Spence. I think the world will be surprised. I don't really want to get off subject too much, but just know that I think that my thoughts are daily evolving on that fight. But looking at what Victor Conte is doing, to his fighters, I mean, his fighters are coming in looking good, bro. And I don't know what version of Mikey. We all going by the Mikey that we seen at the lower weights. Maybe Mikey comes in at welterweight with the help of the snack program, actually looking kind of solid. I don't know, but I'll get into that in later videos. Thurman won. That's real. Thank you, P. Newell. He won, hands down. That's what I'm saying. Embarrassing. I don't see what my man Champion Killer talking about. Spence feet are slow and has a leaky defense. Spence feet are slow and has a leaky defense. You know, the one thing I keep saying about Earl Spence that I want somebody to show me the other dimensions of his game. And I think Keith Thurman is that kind of fighter, but we keep going by Earl Spence coming forward, going to the body, jab, jab, body, body. I need to see a fighter make Earl Spence open up his game. We've never seen this dude hurt, like in a position where he has to survive. We've never seen a dude other than Kell Brook who maneuvered around him well for the first early portions of the fight, but we never seen nobody make Earl open up his game. I want to know if this is all that Earl is, or are there more levels to his game? I'm dying to know, son. I'm dying to know. Spence had to fight to win for a win. Hasn't had to fight for a win. Spence has always got to fight for a win. Every fighter got to fight for a win. Where you get that from? Spence has no head movement, and that's one thing I've seen that Spence. You know, Kell Brook showed me that in his fight with Spence. That you can easily hit Spence without him moving his head, but Spence has other things that compensate for no head movement. Some fighters may be lacking one thing, but they may not be as good in this department, but they're great in this department. And that's the thing about Earl. His head movement may be average. He's a great body puncher. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it makes up for things. Spence versus Brook was close. It was close. Just admit. Thurman needs to earn his #1 against Spence. Here you go, Jamie. There you go. No, bro, I don't think so. I don't think he has to earn. How he gonna have to earn his #1 when he didn't retire? He never left the sport. What you talking about? Dog, he left the sport as the unified champion, unbeaten. He returns to the sport, dominates the first fight he fights. Well, I mean, I'm gonna say dominate, beats him convincingly the first fight he fights, and you telling me he lost his #1 spot? Who has outdid Keith Thurman since Keith Thurman has been gone from the sport? Who has outdid him? Spence took over #1. How? By beating Carlos Ocampo? By beating Lamont Peterson? That's not the way you take over #1. Spence need to earn more than Thurman. That's dog. Y'all going by. All I'm saying, look, I'm not here to shit on Earl Spence Jr. I'm not shitting on Earl Spence Jr. When I say this, I'm just telling y'all, and I'm keeping it a buck. What did he do to earn the #1 spot? Other than pass y'all eye tests. Oh, he looked good. He looked like he could beat Keith Thurman. Who he beat? Keith Thurman left as the unified champion. I don't understand what y'all saying. Brook was already a shell of himself after ballooning up to fight Triple G, then coming back down. Real shit. I agree. Keith Thurman #1. I'm trying to figure out when people tell me, like my man Jamie telling me, that Earl Spence Jr. is #1. This is not a diss or shit on Earl Spence. I like Earl Spence. But all I'm saying is we got to put shit into perspective. What has Earl Spence Jr. done to earn the #1 spot? I mean, yeah, I seen him take over Showtime Sean Porter press conference. He bum rushed it and roughed it off. But I'm just saying, and I ain't saying that he can't beat these fighters. Like I always tell y'all, these fighters don't want to fight him. But I have to see it, man. I don't just give nobody #1, bruh. Nobody no #1 right now. The shot said, nah, the shot. I don't think so, bro. I think that's different, man. I appreciate that $10 super chat, man. Appreciate that, homie. I really do, man. Let me read your comment. Thurman has an elite ring IQ. He is going to get hit and take damage right now. He hasn't been hit in 2 years. But just like when he got caught by Collazo, he survived and won. Give the guy his credit. I couldn't have said it no better, bro. I couldn't have said it no goddamn better. You, sir, are a genuine boxing fan, man. You know what to look for in the sport. Exactly. I'm not expecting Keith Thurman to come back as Keith, the dominant force Thurman. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting for him to take punches. I'm expecting for him to show little signs of ring rust. It's just to be expected. And I appreciate that comment, and I appreciate that donation, fam. Real talk, man. That's some true words, man. Real shit, man. I mean, we got to be honest, man. We got to be honest. No one is at 147 has a great resume right now. All the top guys still need to fight each other, except Thurman. Except Thurman. Thurman fought Danny. Thurman fought Porter. Thurman fought hope to see Lopez on his return. He fought Robert Guerrero. I mean, when you look at resumes and the guy who put in the most work, it's Keith Thurman. Since he's left the sport, has anybody outdone him? The only person that comes close realistically, and not because we love another fight, but realistically, the only fighter that comes close is Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter beat fucking Danny Garcia, and he beat who he beat? He beat Danny Garcia. He's about to fight Yordenis Ugas. And he beat Andre Berto. So if I got to say anybody who's really been putting in work since Thurman been gone, it's been Showtime Shawn Porter. The fact is, we just pissed off at him because he ain't fought Spence and he ain't fought Crawford. But as far as work, I don't know. Porter has a great resume, and so does Danny Swift Garcia. Danny Swift Garcia has a great resume down at 140. A lot of people like to count that, man. At 147, Danny has underperformed. Danny has underperformed at 147. I'm sorry. Danny beat Paulie Malignaggi's of the world. He could beat the Brandon Rioses of the world. But when he had to step up to the elite level at 47, he has came up short both times. And that's just being 100. You know what I mean? So my deal is, man, like, dog, I hope we get Keith Thurman versus the other welterweights very soon. But I'm expecting for Keith to have to get into his groove. But one thing I'm not going to do for Keith, one thing that I'm not going to do is sit back and keep allowing him to take these breaks and thinking that's cool. And then we got to keep back and keep saying the same shit over and over again. Oh, we got to wait again, once again. Oh, Keith Thurman's been out of the ring, so we got, he's got to get a tune-up. Then he comes back, he looks good, he finally gets back into fighting condition, and then he takes time off again. We ain't going to keep playing this game with Keith. We ain't going to keep playing this game with Keith. Danny hasn't beat any top 5 guys. I agree. And that's what I'm saying. Danny has underachieved at welterweight, bro. He has underachieved. Danny is a name at 147, not a top based on resume at 147. That's all I'm saying. Danny is a name. Dog, Terrence Crawford went to Danny's father and said, Pops, tell your son I'm trying to whoop on your son, and I got a bag for him. And Danny turned it down for whatever reason. Of course, it could be politics, networks, Al Heyman versus Bob Arum, whatever. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Danny had a bag thrown to him and had Terrence Crawford say, what's good? Man, I don't know how to see that fight. You talking about tonight's fight, Tank Game? Tank Game the grip? You talking about tonight's fight? Or which fight you talking about? Ring rust. A good Hodecito. I don't know, man. I see tonight as a mixture of both. I think Hodecito fought a hell of a fight, but when you actually judge it on the merits of boxing, Hodecito took a lot of punches. Now, as far as we cannot deny that being out of the ring 22 months won't bring you ring rust. You know what I mean? But Hodecito fought a good fight tonight. I'm not going to act like he didn't, man. Hodecito would have been in there tonight with a lot of welterweights. He gave them all hell. No doubt about it. But I do believe that it was a mixture of both. Hodecito came in great condition, man. I was really surprised by Hodecito's condition, how he just kept coming forward the whole fight, swinging punches, and didn't show no signs of slowing down. That was most important, man. And the ability for him to take Keith Thurman punches tonight. God damn. You know what I mean? Shit, if that version of Hodecito Lopez, I'd like to see him and Spence get it on. I think that'd be a hell of a fight. Nobody wants to fight Spence, so how you say he's not number one? Thurman is a bum. Sugar Ray came back and fought Hagler. No excuses. Okay, Sugar Ray came back and fought Hagler. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, man. Come on, man. Spence fans are not realistic. Thank you, bro, for the $5 super chat, man. Ugari Baldy for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that, fam. Let me read your comment. My bad. He says, Spence fans are not realistic when they say Spence will beat him with just a body shot. Game plan. Thurman throws at all angles. It is always moving. And he's always thinking. You know what I mean? I agree with that. That type of fighter is the hardest fighter in the world to beat. Thurman is a man that knows his strengths, that knows his weaknesses, that knows what he's capable of, that studies you, know what you're capable of, know how far to take you. That's not an easy fight to beat. You know what I mean? No, you can't say that. Well, I'm gonna say this. Since you want to bring up the Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvin Hagler thing, keep in mind, Sugar Ray Leonard, he sat out of the ring for all that time when he fought and he beat Marvin Hagler. Truth be told, and I'm gonna be 100 with you, I never thought Sugar won that fight. You can't win 10 seconds of a final round of each round and say you won a fight. And look at the way Sugar fought that fight. But what about when Muhammad Ali came back? Did he get back in the ring immediately with a top tier dude? Absolutely not. Look about even when Floyd Mayweather Jr. first came back and he got out of jail. He fought Juan Manuel Marquez, who was a smaller fighter. Did he get back in there immediately and jump to the top? Absolutely not. Bruh, yeah, you can give me one example, but I can give you many examples throughout of history where fighters took time off and they say, no, I need a tune-up. We just seen it recently with Tyson Fury. I told you. Tyson Fury, man. Tyson. He come back in the ring, who he fight? Sir Fury and whoever the hell, what was the other clown name? I forgot. Then he gets in there with Deontay Wilder. Because he know, dog. He's a smart dude. He know. I'm not going to be doing that, bro. Come on, that don't make sense, man. And not to mention, you leaving out the fact that Thurman coming off surgery. Don't leave that part out either. Oh, yeah, Pianetta. That's what it is. But don't leave out the fact that also Thurman is coming off surgery. You know what I mean? Whether we want to believe it or not, the man said he was injured. So let's not forget, well, coming off an injury. So, I mean, that matters, bro. Thurman watches hours of tape on his opponents. Absolutely, like a real champ should. Hours of tape on his opponents while he is in the gym training. The man is a unique boxer. He's a unique boxer. He's a dude that studies you. A tough opponent. DGO in the building. What's up? I still like Thurman to get better, but right now, the real deal at welterweight is Terrence Bud Crawford. Spence is fighting. Hold on. Spence is fighting little dudes and ducking Terrence Bud Crawford. At least Thurman has a real excuse to be ducking right now. I agree with that 100, bro. It's like when you talk Terrence Bud Crawford to the Spence fans, the energy changes. The excuses come out. I got my man Jamie telling me Spence is #1 right now because nobody want to fight him. Seems to me that Terrence Bud Crawford want to fight him. So should we make Terrence Bud Crawford #1 by your logic, Jamie? Let me know that, man. Should we make Terrence Crawford #1 because Spence don't want that smoke? He needed to get a license. He always called out Frazier. Yeah, but he also took 2 soft touches before he got in there with Frazier. I mean, it wouldn't even made no sense for Muhammad Ali to jump right back in there with Joe Frazier. You know what I mean? That would have made absolutely no sense. A man who, when he first left the sport, he was a way slimmer boxer, much more agile and nimble on his feet. He came back there much more heavier. You know what I'm saying? As a different fighter, he had to find out his strengths and weaknesses. It's not Crawford, it's Arum. It's not Crawford, it's Arum. Last I know is Crawford stepped the Spence to his face. And with Bob Arum right there beside him. You know what I'm saying? Last I seen, I mean, you can make the excuse all you want. But it looks like the epic words of Terrence Bud Crawford. How you the boogeyman and I'm chasing you. Those are the epic words of Terrence Bud Crawford. How are you the boogeyman and I'm chasing you? I ain't never seen nobody chasing Michael Myers. I ain't never seen nobody chasing Jason Voorhees or Freddy Krueger. You the boogeyman, but I'm chasing you. Those are the words of Terrence Bud Crawford. Everybody pressuring Keith to fight Spence. Nobody pressuring Spence to fight Crawford. He did. The energy changes, homie. When we talk like that, the energy changes. The energy changes. The energy just changes, bruh. No one wants to say that. Where's that same gumption that everybody like, oh, Thurman needs to fight Spence? Crawford is a world champion. Last I checked. That would be a unification. That would be a unification fight. Last I checked. Since Keith Thurman has to knock off ring rust, since Keith Thurman got to get his shit together, why not Terrence Crawford? The fight was sale. Why not Terrence Crawford? Oh, because Al Heyman ain't allowing that fight. Oh, Bob Arum ain't allowing. Bob Arum said he down. It seems to me it's on Al Heyman in there. Y'all keep overlooking all the facts on this shit. Everybody keep talking about, oh, Bob Arum is preventing the fight. Last I heard from Bob, he was yelling from the rooftops trying to make the Spence fight. We've heard nothing from Al Heyman in the PBC. All we heard them do is put Mikey Garcia in the ring with Earl Spence Jr. So come on, bruh. Spence had excuses when they brought up Crawford. You dig? You dig? Now, I'm going to say this, though. I'm going to say this. I do expect Keith Thurman to eventually step to Earl Spence Jr. Don't get me wrong. Because Earl Spence Jr. told Keith Thurman to his face, cousin, I will stop you in 6. You don't say shit like that and just think it's sweet. Because you got Earl Spence Jr. walking up in Showtime Sean Porter's press conference, taking it over. Like he just running things at the welterweight division. Keith is going to have to address that. Is tonight the night? Maybe not. Maybe not. But soon, Keith does have to address that. When he was a 147 pounder early on. Oh, okay. If you watch that video again, when Spence went to a top rank event, Spence boy asked Aram set up the fight, and Aram was quiet. Come on, man. All out. You telling me what Spence boy said, bro. What did Spence say? What did Spence say? Man, why should I fight him when I can go take the easy route? That, I mean, no, you cherry picking. You cherry picking on me, Jamie. You cherry picking. You know what I mean, Jamie? I got Jamie, please. Do you got a Google Hangout, homie? Because I want you to get up on here with me, man. I would love to debate you, man. I love to hear the opposing argument, bro. Please get a Google Hangout. Now I'd be more than happy to send you a link next time I'm on the mic. I instantly came on the chat because I knew people would be talking trash, saying Thurman is exposed and all that nonsense. Too many haters. Obviously, PBC knows Keith is worth it. Absolutely. They know what Keith is, bro. They know what Keith is. Keith is the only unified welterweight champion of this new age of welterweights. I mean, tell me somebody who's surpassing him. If he's such a bum. Now, am I happy? Look, I got it, but we got to keep it all the way 100. I'm not happy how Keith approaches Thurman and Spence. I'm not happy how he talks all this trash about Thurman, about Terrence Crawford, and then he don't want to give that man no shot. I don't like that. I don't like how you think you're going to just talk trash and try to diminish Terrence Crawford's achievements. I don't like that because he's threatening your position. Nah, I don't care for that. You know what I mean? But as for tonight, as a fair man, as a fair boxing fan, I'm not expecting for Keith Thurman tonight to be that guy. Brian Thompson says Bob Arum has always said that Al Heyman doesn't want to do a big fight with him. And I believe him. But you know what? They had no problem, though, Brian, with sending Luis Collazo over to ESPN. Can we keep it 100? Did I get too much truth in that? Correct me if I'm wrong. Luis Collazo is managed by Al Heyman. But they had no problem with sending Luis Collazo over to ESPN to fight Terrence Crawford. Facts. Facts. Facts hurt. Facts. The excuses got to stop. The excuses got to stop. So the same way y'all having that energy tonight about a man who's been out of the ring for 22 months, have that same energy about a dude who is active, another active champion, walking up to Earl Spence Jr. saying, what's good? Come on, bruh. And for everybody who wants to say, well, it's this person, it's that person. The plain evidence is that they were willing to send Luis Collazo across the street to face Terrence Bud Crawford, but they were not willing to send Earl Spence Jr. over there to face Terrence Crawford. Did that happen? That didn't happen because Terrence Crawford turned it down. That didn't happen because Terrence Crawford said he ain't want to face this dude because of all of the criticism that he was getting. Oh, he's not fighting this person. He needs to fight better names. So what does he do? He goes on to face Amir Khan. But that's only because of the pressure he had to face. Come on, bro. Pass the pen to the right. Come on, man. Yeah, man. You don't know. You already know. Spence wanted to fight a 135-pound fighter. I hope Mikey catches him and KOs him. But you know what, though, bro? Devin Cruz, we got to keep it a buck. It was Mikey that barked up this tree. This wasn't Spence that called this fight out. Spence was calling out the other welterweights. Spence was crashing into Sean Porter's press conference, taking over his press conference, while Mikey Garcia just kept on saying his name. So, I mean, to Earl Spence's credit, he didn't call out Mikey. Mikey called out Earl. Thurman fought a good fight, just a little ring rust. That's all, Wendell. Just a little ring rust. Just a little ring rust. But 2 fights. I'm giving him 2 fights. I give everybody, any fighter who sit out the ring as long as he do, I'm more than fair and willing to give him 2 fights. To say, yeah, get your rhythm back. Get back into the fighting condition. There's a difference between being in shape and in fighting shape. Get back into fighting shape. I will give you that time as a fair man. But I will be expecting that. Read this. Talking about power, Triple G walked through one of the hardest punches ever from Canelo. Some people just has chins of granite. I agree. I agree. There's a lot of fighters out there who ain't that great of a fighter, but they can take a hell of a punch. You know what I mean? There's a lot of fighters out there that you can think of that just can, like you said, Triple G. Triple G could take punches from any goddamn body and still won't go down. You know what I mean? But sometimes I honestly thought that Triple G lost to Jacobs. Took a hell of a lot of punches, though. Took a hell of a lot. Ate Canelo's punches, but Canelo beat him. You know what I mean? Spence need to worry about that Mexican mercenary coming for him, so he need to be very careful and keep his focus. Yeah, man. Hey, shit, you ain't never lied, bro. You ain't never lied, man. G-Lex, what's up, bro? Just found this channel. Welcome to the family, G-Lex. This how we get down after fights, bro. We turn up. We have a good time, man. We always do. Ask the fam, man. That's how we do, man. I appreciate you for stopping through, and I hope you stay. Real shit. Triple G is that cop from Terminator 2. No bullshit, bro. No bullshit. P. Newell, $5 super chat. I appreciate that, family. Much love to you. Thurman need one more fight, but he is #1 at welterweight. Thank you, man. I couldn't agree with you more. I couldn't agree with you more. Anybody else? I'm gonna tell you like this, P. Newell. If anybody else tell you that another fighter is #1 at welterweight, they ain't going but nothing off eye test. Oh, if this person would have fought that, it's Thurman that actually did the work to prove it. That's the difference. It's Thurman that actually done the work to prove it. Who you got? Canelo on massive roids or Wilder? What? Oh, I don't know about that with Devin. Real shit. You know what I mean? I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about nobody taking roids, but all I know is this. When it comes to Keith one-time Thurman, homie, all I know is be fair. Be fair with the same energy. Even Crawford's trainer said Thurman would be a harder fight for Bud. I agree, he did. Bo Mac did say that. Spence because he's an all-around fighter. Exactly. Exactly. I think when people see Errol Spence Jr., man, and this is the reason I alluded to this earlier, no one has been able to make Errol Spence Jr. open his game up. And we seeing the same Errol Spence Jr. fight after fight after fight. So everyone is looking at it like, okay, all he doing is coming forward, double jabbing, and then he going downstairs. And once he got you cornered, he's going to the body. Yeah, he can cut the ring off, but it's becoming something that they can learn. You know what I mean? Someone else has to show the other portion of Spence. You know, Kell Brook earlier in that fight was the only fighter that I seen that I thought Spence would show more to his game. But when Brook was getting the best of Spence earlier on, Spence didn't change. Spence didn't change. And that's the one thing that that's why I think when Bo Mac and Terrence Crawford look at Earl, they say, this is who he is. This is who he is. Kell Brook showed us that this is who he is. No adjustments were made. It was the same thing over round in and round out, whether it was working or not. Kell Brook eye went out, and then, of course, the course of the fight changed. What's going to happen to Earl is what happened to Triple G, and the boxer is going to do it. Probably Bud. That's what I mean, bro. We got to see it. We got to see it. We must see it. And look, man. I mean, look. You can't shit on Spence. I know a lot of people think that just because you root for one side, you got to shit on the other side. Nah, bro. I'm not saying this out of dissing Spence. I'm saying this because it's just facts. It's just fucking facts. The fact of the matter is Spence needs to open up. Well, I ain't going to say Spence needs to open up. Someone needs to show us the other side of Errol Spence Jr.'s game. And he hasn't got in there with the opponent to do that other than Kell Brook for a short period of time. And like I said before, the little bit that we seen, Spence didn't show much to his game. He just showed the same Errol Spence. I don't know, man. But Bo Mac did say that, bro. Bo Mac was like, man, shit, Keith Thurman going to be the fight. Keith Thurman going to be the fight. We all know Spence has power, especially to the body. But I think Thurman's elusiveness will give him trouble landing them. True shit. You know, and that's the thing. Thurman's a thinker. Thurman's a thinker. What happened when Spence get hits back the same way he's hitting other fighters? You know what I'm saying? You know, Jamel Charlo, he went over to Derrick James, and he became try to become more of a power puncher. But what happened when he got in there with the Tony Harrison, who started to outbox him, who started to show him, bro, you're going to have to do more than just trying to keep coming in and swinging these hard shots. You better add a little bit more to your game. Levels. Levels. You know what I'm saying? Levels. Levels. Pacquiao versus Thurman. I don't know if that happens, Wendell. I don't know. If Pacquiao want to go for that WBA Super Championship, more power to him. Pacquiao can do whatever he wants. I remember Pacquiao, though, talking a bunch of talk saying he wants the winner of Garcia versus Thurman. I mean, Garcia versus Spence. I've been hearing that. You know what I mean? Pacquiao, 40 years old. Pacquiao's a Hall of Fame legend. He can do whatever he wants. I think Pac best chances against Danny Garcia right now. And that's what I'm saying, bro. And Earl, to me, hasn't fought that guy yet. Earl fought Lamont Peterson. When Lamont then been through the fire, he then fought Kell Brook, who was already broken by Triple G. When people come to me and say, well, hey, man, Earl Spence Jr. broke the other eye. He didn't break the same eye that Triple G broke. Kell Brook had got surgery on one eye. He got titanium plates put on one side of his face. Of course, by all of that surgery occurring, it weakened the other side. But I don't want to make excuse. Earl fought a hell of a fight against Kell Brook, and Kell Brook took that knee. He fought a hell of a fight. I don't want to take nothing away from Earl Spence Jr. And once again, I'm not saying Earl can't beat these dudes. We just got to see it. Mayweather beat all these guys, in my opinion. Shit. At 41, I don't think so, bro. Not that Mayweather I seen against Hashitashi. The one I seen against Hashitashi, bro, like he was chubby, he was pudging, and he came in there, he looked at, I don't know where you get that. We ain't seen Mayweather in action in years at the elite level. Mayweather ain't stupid enough to know he coming back, first fight back to fight Earl Spence Jr. Get out of here. It's not excuses, man. It's the truth, Slim. That's it, bro. That's it. That's it. If Mikey do what Harrison do, it will be serious. I mean, Mikey, to me, the number one thing going in for Mikey, for Mikey and Earl Spence is Mikey's punch resistance. That's the golden question. What does Mikey punch resistant? Mikey can do things good on offense. I don't know if he can push back Earl Spence, but can he withstand what the punches that Earl Spence was going to bring? Mikey's footwork is not the fastest. Mikey's best asset is timing and his boxing IQ. Mikey has a decent offense, but you can't train punch resistance. That's something you can't train. And Mikey is going up against the biggest, hardest hitting welterweight in boxing. You know what I mean? Mikey can think all day long, I'm the best. As far as on the skill level, I'm this good, I'm that great, I have better skills. But if you can't take a punch at that weight class, it don't matter. It don't matter. And that's my golden question. Can Mikey take a punch from Earl Spence Jr.? Spence's career will be over and done if he lose and all that hype is gone to waste. Yeah. The criticism would change. Boy, if Spence go in there and lose. If Spence go in there and lose 5 rounds against Mikey. If this fight comes out to be, I don't know, bro, like a 7-5 type fight, whoo, the criticism is going to be crazy. Spence called out everyone, even Porter and Champion. He said the boogeyman. That's why he #1. Spence called out everybody but Terrence Crawford. I got your counter punch all day, Jamie. I got your counter punch all day, son. Every time you come in here with that Spence is the boogeyman shit, I got 2 words for you. Terrence Crawford. You hear me? Every time you come in this chat room and you tell me how much of a boogeyman he is, I'm going to say is, how is he the boogeyman when he chasing him? I wish you answer that for me, fam. Answer that for me. You hear me? Mikey's a good boxer, but the good big man always beat the... Yeah, I agree. Punch resistance. It all comes down to punch resistance. I can only imagine that energy if Spence lose home. My gosh. My goodness. Hey, you know what? This just hit me out of the blue, and I know this is a little off topic. I've been wondering who should Adrian Bronner fight, and I've been wondering this. Adrian Bronner versus Omar Figueroa. Make it happen, because it was supposed to happen a few months back, and it never happened. So if Adrian Bronner wants to fight somebody to get back into contention, Omar Figueroa. What you talking about? He told Crawford, I'd knock you out. He told Crawford, I'd knock you out. He told Crawford, I'd knock you out. All right, bro. That's what he's supposed to say. That to me doesn't move mountains, bro. Crawford sought this man out. Crawford did everything and brought his promoter with him. It ain't like Crawford sent his homie. It ain't like Crawford hitting him on social media. Crawford not only showed up, but he showed up with his promoter. Like anything, Bob right here, bro. What's good? Now, I ain't like how Bob came off. Bob was on some old kumbaya shit. Like, yo, we're all friends. We're all fraternity brothers. Man, kill that noise. You know what I mean? But the man showed up with his promoter. That speaks volumes. That speaks volumes. What happened to champions like Roy Jones that look to fight everybody? God damn, Shannon Graham. That's what's missing in boxing today. I tell you what happened to him. The internet. Everybody wants to be a star. You know what I mean? And meaning that they want to sell to the casuals how good they are by fighting bums. Like Jaime Munguia. You did? Everybody sold on Jaime Munguia. Jaime is this. Jaime is that. Jaime is this. Jaime ain't fought no damn body. Is Jaime Munguia going to step it up? Jaime Munguia beat Saddam Ali. What is everybody like Jaime is this Is he the T1000 out this bitch? When is he gonna step it up? Spencer's the thank you for the $5 chew. Hey man, dog, I appreciate that love you sending me tonight. Uga Baldy, man, for real, man. Spencer's the only boxer that trashed Thurman after every fight. Why? Because he knows no matter what, he has to beat Thurman to make his hype true. That's true. That's very true. He has to beat Thurman to even be the real number one. It's like Muhammad Ali say, how can you say you number one when you know you never beat the real champ? He told that to Joe Frazier. That words ring true. How can Spence say he's number one when he never beat? He may say that for his little fan base to keep them lit up, but at the end of the day, he know deep down in his heart, I never beat this man. I didn't beat Terrence Crawford. I didn't beat Showtime Sean Porter. I'm just telling y'all that I'm that guy. But deep down as a fighter, as a true fighter, I can't say really I'm number one. I can't say Adri versus Andre Berto. That'd be good too. That'd be good too. Bob was silent when his boy asked to set it up. Even Earl told him to call Earl Promotions. LOL. They say when they call Earl Promotions, ain't nobody answer the phone. That was the word of the curb. I don't know nothing about that, bruh. I have no idea about that, man. You know what I'm saying? They say when they call them, man, ain't nobody answer the phone, man. I don't know, man. But all I know is Earl Spence Jr. say he want to go the easiest route. And, you know, that's all I know, man. That's all I know. I'm a true boxing fan, man, and appreciate your non-biased talk. So I'm showing you love. Bro, I appreciate that, man. You showing me love, bro, and I'm going to show it back to you, man, through my appreciation and trying to give the best presentation that I can give, man, here on YouTube. Real shit, bro. Real shit. But he said, yeah, okay. Hey, man, Jamie, man, I like fucking with you, man. I like your point of view, though, man. You know me. I love to duel it out. Who is your favorite boxer? Right now, today, my favorite boxer is none other than Jared Swift Hurd. You know what I mean? Everybody who rolled with me know it. It ain't a secret. Jared Swift Hurd is my main man. That's my dude right there, son. The real champ up at 154 pounds who said he wants all the belts, who ran from absolutely nobody. That's my favorite fight in boxing today. Matter of fact, I told everybody who was listening, May 11th is when Jared Swift Hurd is talking about fighting. That is my birthday, so that means I'm in the building. I will be at that fight. I ain't missing it for nothing. Thurman wasn't playing the flute tonight. Hey, that's what he was missing, Jason. If he would have came to the ring playing the flute, he would have found his mystical powers, and he would have stopped Jotacito Lopez in there tonight. I'm just fucking with you. Real tough. He gonna beat Charlo. You know, I think with Jared Swift Hurd in his upcoming fight with J-Rock Williams, that's gonna be a good fight, bro. This is gonna be another coming of age fight for everybody who keep talking about Jared Hurd is this, he's a punching bag, he's that, he's this. This is gonna be another fight that he's gonna have to convince the public, which he shouldn't have to do at this time. This is gonna be another fight where he's gonna convince the public he is who he say he is. He's already beat Sandy Lower. He's already beat Harrison. You know what I'm saying? Charlo. You know, Charlo, I think he would have beat Charlo if they would have got it on. Charlo is too mentally weak. He's too mentally weak. Jared Hurd is too mentally strong. A consistent fighter that sticks to the game plan. So I think that I think that his upcoming fight with J-Rock will be a telling fight. Jaime Munguia don't want no smoke. Oscar ain't gonna put him in the ring with Jared Swift Hurd. I'm hoping that Hurd after this J-Rock fight, if he can't get the win of Harrison and Charlo, it's time for him to go to 160. It's time for him to go to 160. Real talk. So that's my main man right there, man. Hurd versus Charlo is a good fight. If Hurd get past 6, he wins easily. Man, Charlo got to get past Harrison. You know, Charlo got to get past Hurd's leftovers. You dig? And the reason that Charlo lost that fight is, once again, for the millionth time, I personally deep down believe that Jermell Charlo should take his ass back to Ronnie Shields. The trainer that raised him, the trainer that knows his strengths and weaknesses, the trainer that taught him the fundamentals of boxing. As for Derrick James, no disrespect, no hate to Derrick James, but what Derrick James does with Earl Spence works for Earl Spence, and it doesn't work that well for Jermell Charlo. Jermell wants to impress the crowd. Look what I've learned. Yeah, bro, just get out of that, man. I haven't heard from Charlo lately, Slim. I know Charlo been real Charlo took that L and got humbled. God damn. Humbled.com. Starring Jermell Charlo. Humbled. Shh. Shut your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Tony Harrison said, shut your mouth. And damn, Charlo got humbled. This may be the reality check that Charlo needed. Sometimes an ass whooping sit back and make you think, son. You know what I'm saying? You ever got an ass whooping and sit back like, damn, man, I need to change how I am. You know what I'm saying? Hey, son, an ass whooping will make you think. Jermell Charlo took an ass whooping and is making them think. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Remember Earl asked Crawford how much you want to bet. So Earl want that money. They bet. Yeah, Earl want that money, all right. He want that Mikey Garcia money. All I know is, dog, like I said before, how is he the boogeyman and that man is chasing him? Why does he want to take the easy route? You know what I mean? Is Badu Jack done? Good question. Shannon Grain, I don't know right now. Marcus Brown came and put on a good performance. Marcus Brown made me a believer. I thought Marcus Brown would lose that fight. I would say that Badu Jack just need to take time off for one, heal his injuries. That was a bad gash, bro. You don't want that gash opening back up no time soon, and that can open up in future fights. I don't think he's done. I mean, give me one more performance. If he gets dominated, then I say hang him up. But I'm not the guy to tell nobody, no fighter, to hang up their gloves. Only they know that. But I don't know that, man. I mean, Badu Jack wasn't like an undefeated fighter. Where's Triple G these days? Where is Triple G these days? Where the hell has Triple G been? Triple G been off that job. I don't know what he been spending that Canelo money. Where's Triple? I tell you where he been. He's been running away from Jermall Charlo. That's where he been. But nah, I don't know where Triple G been these days. You know, now that they've announced that they possibly gonna be putting on Billy Joe Saunders versus Demetrius Andrade now, and Canelo gonna be facing Danny Jacobs. Triple G right now only got really one viable option, and that's Jermall Charlo. Now, some people may say, well, Triple G is coming off a loss, so should he jump right back in there with Charlo? Look, man, when he fought Mark DeRozan, a lot of us gave him a pass. Some of y'all did, you know what I mean? So if he's good to go face Mark DeRozan, it's time for him to get in there with Jermall Charlo, bro. On mute. Is he going to smoke Crawford? He a businessman. Crawford wanted more money, so he's going to rob that money easy. Don't act like him and Crawford wouldn't be a big pay-per-view fight. The money is there. They would generate the revenue. We ain't businessmen. You know what I'm saying? But all I know is the money is there. Canelo's going to beat Jacobs, in my opinion, then fight at 175. You look, man, Canelo is on the verge of something great. And I hope it comes to full circle, meaning that we could possibly get an undisputed middleweight champion. If he takes the title off Jacobs, or vice versa, if Jacobs takes the title off Canelo, then there's only one piece left. There's only one piece left. I think Canelo wants to be great, and he wants greatness. This is the road. When he came to middleweight, the road, and he beat Triple G, the road to greatness for Canelo is right there. And that is, he beats Daniel Jacobs, and then go around and get that last piece. And then we will be calling this man #1 pound for pound. Easy. I'm talking the side bet. That's what counts. The side bet between who? Between me and you? Between who? Between them two? Elaborate on that. The light heavyweight wants to drop 168 to fight Canelo. Hey, if Canelo go back up to 68, man, he got his hands full, man. My man Caleb in the building. Caleb Plant is here. Caleb Plant is here. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Benavidez is up there. You know what I'm saying? Callum Smith is up there. There's another road to greatness up there. But right now at middleweight is where I want to see him stay, bro. I want to see him stay. I want to see him stay. That's street business. It's politics ruining the middleweight division. Politics ain't ruining the middleweight division right now, bro. The middleweight division is one of the most easiest weight classes where fights can be made right now. They all under the zone. They all under the zone. Andrade under the zone. Jacobs under the zone. Canelo is under the zone. The only one missing, Triple G ain't. Billy Joe Saunders has just been ordered. He'll be ordered to face Demetrius Andrade because he'll be the mandatory, which is totally bullshit. You know what I mean? But, dog, ain't no politics at middleweight. Only politics that's preventing the bullshit, only one that's infusing politics right now is Gennady Golovkin because he won't fight Jermall Charlo. He the only one. He the only one. Stop that ducking, Triple G. Triple G been off the like, oh, I'll fight everybody but Charlo. That man fought Mark DeRozan. When Canelo got hit up with the clenbuterol, he fought Mark DeRozan, but he ain't even want to jump in there with Jermall then. How many excuses we going to be making for this, man? Spence won Canelo, but wants Thurman first. He wants Thurman. He wants Thurman. And we got way off topic with that, man. Let me just say, man, for those who just tuned into the stream late, I thought Keith Thurman tonight, he didn't put in the greatest performance of his career, but he put in a decent performance for a man that's been out of the ring for 22 months. He dominated this fight tonight. I mean, he didn't go down one time. Most people opinion 9-3, 8-4. I seen a lot of that in my comment section tonight. That lets me know that he won this fight convincingly. He didn't win on a split decision. He won on a majority decision. 2 out of 3 judges gave him the fight. Yeah, he took some punches tonight in the later portions of the fight. Yeah, he took some hard body shots, but the ring rust is just clearly there, bro. Oh yeah, I'm already expecting the other channel. I told you, bro, the Spence fans are gonna go bananas. Spence fans are gonna go bananas. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Me and Black Fight Fan TV, man, we real cool, man. That's my main man. And I'm expecting for him to go through the roof. I can't wait to listen to this man talk about this. He gonna go off. Expect the Spence fans to use this because that's what they do. That's what the Spence fans do. They try so hard to prop him up. Like, you think about the Kell Brook situation. They totally ignore the fact about Kell Brook eye. They don't even want you. That's not a legitimate point to them. Because they trying so hard to pump up Earl Spence Jr. They trying so fucking hard where they ignore shit. When you bring up to these Spence fans, what about Kell Brook's eye? Kell Brook was winning the fight early. Nah. They ain't got nothing to do with his eye. Nah. Kell Brook just quit. Nah. They overlook shit. When you tell them Earl Spence Jr. ain't fought none of the top fighters, how you consider him number one? Nah, he's still number one. Nah. That's what they do. They look for little things and they exploit and they ignore shit. You know what I mean? And that's messed up, bro. So I'm expecting the usual suspects. We know who the usual suspects. I ain't got to say no names. We're expecting the usual suspects to put Spence on a pedestal based on his performance tonight. God damn, we expecting it. It's gonna become sickening to me. You know what I mean? I already know it's gonna make me like, here we go. Here we go again. Here we go. Earl Spence Jr. will stop him. He can't do nothing with Earl Spence Jr. I'm expecting it, bruh. Spence fans can try hard all they want, but us Thurman fans know the deal. Exactly. We're gonna have to push back hard. We're gonna have to push back hard because I'm gonna tell you, tonight's performance just added fuel to the fire for the Earl Spence Jr. fans. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If you are a Keith Thurman fan, expect it. Brook with Spence mandatory. No excuses like Scampy. I think you're trying to say Ocampo had to fight Spence. Yeah, you know, Spence was Brook mandatory. You're absolutely right. But the fact of the matter is, you can't ignore the fact that Brook wasn't winning that fight early though, Jamie. And if you want to just say, nah, no, he wasn't, that just proves what I'm talking about. I just proves what I'm talking about. You the truth for real, man. You say what it is. I appreciate that, family. I appreciate that. I really do, man. But look here, man. I'm about to get up off here, man. I appreciate all of y'all showing me love. The super chats, man. All my new subscribers that subscribe, that found me tonight, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. We gonna always keep it live here on this channel, man. We gonna tell it like it is. We gonna always keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? And just know from here going out, I hope y'all continue to rock with me because that's how we do. Everybody who rocks with me know how we do, bro. But I just want to say, man, peace from Oxnard. Oh yeah, man, peace from Oxnard, man. Robbie Garcia, Jose. Robbie Garcia and Big G in them tonight. They did a great job with Josecito Lopez, man. They got him up for this fight. They got him in fantastic condition. And they had his mind in the right place. It's just that sometimes there's levels. You know what I mean? It's just levels. DGO, I appreciate you, fam. You already know you fam all day, man. Real talk, man. But I got nothing but love for each and every one of y'all. Please continue to log in. You know what I will do? Because I started to see that this is becoming more and more popular, and I started to see this is what y'all like. What I will start to do more on this channel is that we will get into it with more live streams like this. You know what I mean? We will do it face to face. Just know when I be on the mic, any of my subscribers are more than welcome. I will send each and every one of y'all a link. So I'm going to go ahead and listen to some of the other uploaders, man, and just to get my blood boiling. I guess before I go to sleep, I'm going to listen to some of these dudes and see what they talking about. Shout out to the homie Black Horseman Promotions and the whole UGC movement. That's my homie right there. For everybody who hear the sound of my voice, go check him out, man. I love his channel. That's another dude who keeps it non-biased and calls it straight line in the middle as he see it. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Until the next video, Main Man Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe. Twitter, Made Man 511. Facebook, Main Man Made Man Boxing Forum. Google Plus, Main Man Made Man. Until the next video. Respect to you too, bro. Peace out.